All right. So, quite seriously, I love Kingdom Hearts 3. It is my favorite of the Kingdom Hearts games. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a lot of fun as well. I think they're like more 1A and 1B. But things like this, just being able to run up these walls and stuff is really incredible. All the movement it gives you. I think that the control is really great. I've got this totally working right too. That's good. Goes default. It makes Sora feel really good. Fun to play, fast attacking. There are definitely some flaws in it and stuff, but for my really simple-minded way of playing, it's definitely the best. I can see why some people were disappointed in it, you know, considering they were waiting for it for effectively 15 years, and 7 years for an actual major game if they played all of them.
Well, I think we might be going in circles.
But it's just utterly delightful.
Did I make a turn at the wrong
It does
rock?
just enough flow motion from DDD to make movement fun and exciting in that way, especially with air stepping. The shot lock is even more OP than it is in Birth by Sleep. It's crazy, especially when you have certain keyblades. Having it change based on the keyblades is pretty neat. Form changes. I still like drive forms the most of any kind of combat ability. Being in final form is super awesome. But, well, actually, Ultimate Keyblade form change into Ultimate form is the best. But Final Form's a close second. And it's the only one that really is all that good. Most of the rest of the forms are cool,
I know I dotted my
they
I's,
just don't match up to the drive
T0,
forms.
The hero. So what gives?
Master and
Who could possibly
Ultimate,
be trying to
or
give me a
Final
migraine
especially.
by yodeling that Yutz's name?
Even Limit to a degree. Limit's cool things are
Really? Hades?
It's just you. Oy vey.
It's just us? Even for you, that's cold.
Don't forget, I can always turn up the heat.
Wait, if Hades is here, then where's her?
What is everyone's infatuation with that stone?
I expected him to flame like that when he
You
said
know,
turn
never
up the
mind.
heat.
Never mind. I'm cool. I'm good. Because Wonder Boy will be out of my hair soon enough.
So you're up to no good again.
Of course he is.
You bet!
Oh, easy. What is this, Sparta? Kind of on a schedule. Don't have time to toss around the old fire and brimstone. The whole cosmos is basically waiting for me to, conquer it.
Poor Hades. He thinks he can actually pull it off this time.
Where are my titans? Show me your power!
Maybe he can? For the most part, Kingdom Hearts 3, one of the problems with it definitely is that it is a bit too easy. And even I can breeze through Proud without any difficulty. Critical is way harder. There's so many enemies that can one-shot you, it's pretty ridiculous. When everyone complained that Proud was the highest level they had, nobody could, and it wasn't a challenge and they needed a critical level, they said, okay, here's your critical. You think Proud's too easy? Well, we'll make critical hard. And it's sometimes absurdly so. The people who play and are really good at the game and know it, aka speedrunners, mostly other streamers, your big players of the game, tend to feel that Kingdom Hearts 2's crit was the most well-balanced overall of the entire game,
right to where
especially
I
with
left.
the level 1 stuff.
No biggie.
But I didn't turn on EXP. And no, because Goofy gave
Nice
the level.
work, boys.
I was somehow
So,
afraid that I'd
back to the
accidentally
whole
turned that on
cosmic
because
coup
I was
thing?
grabbing everything I could. I wasn't that dumb.
Really? Are you kidding? Jeez Louise. Seriously, when it rains, it pours. Okay, who's the new pest?
Hey now, that ain't no way to say hello, especially to your old friends.
Ah, perfect. Now I gotta put up with you too. Funny, I don't remember you doing me any memorable favors. So, you can keep your Heartless this time. I'm going back to my original plan, all right? So, toodaloo. Exits that away. Hey, it was great seeing ya. Happy trails!
We are not here for you. I have my own business to
And again,
attend
this
to.
makes a lot more sense now after
All I need
Recoded
to
of
know
all
is if
things.
there is a distinctive black box somewhere in this world.
Black box, huh? Black box, black box, black box. Wait. Don't tell me. You're after the one Zeus hit on Earth?
Possibly. If I were, where might it be?
Pandora's box. Not the one she's looking for, though. They do some really good tie-ins in the Disney Worlds. There's definitely some weaknesses in the stories of the Disney Worlds, but they do some really excellent tie-ins with what the villains are looking for. Both the sidelined villain, Maleficent, as well as, of course, the organization themselves. I almost wish that Remind
Phew.
DLC would take the Remind cutscenes and distribute them into the actual.
See? Found him.
Yeah, I guess this counts.
Just a second.
I wish they would have taken them and redistributed them throughout the regular game, rather than having them all appear once you finish.
You guys
Remind.
are here. Sora, Donald, Goofy. You literally dropped in. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Like the catch.
Yeah, thanks, Herc. But what's going on?
Yeah, they're chatting, very casually while all these flames and everything are going on.
Take a guess. Starts with an H.
Ah, I get the picture. Actually, we bumped into the H-Star on the way here.
He said something about conquering the whole cosmos.
All of it, huh? Nice of him to show a little self-restraint. Well, whatever he's planning, I'll send him running back across the sticks.
That's our Herc.
Google Shops. The one piece of Final Fantasy in non-Remind. Because of that, I'm going to be naming all of my
Sora, we don't have time for side
stories, all of my uploaded videos after a Final Fantasy, or, Final Fantasy and then a name. They're not actually going to be Final Fantasies. I'm going to be making fun of various things. Okay, I need to find a save game for this. Do I have any open? No, I've used up all 10. This is or 9. There's only 9, not even 10, just 9. This is one of the things that they really complain about. You have 99 saves in all of the other games. They only give you 9, and they still haven't expanded it. It's like, why? Okay, I'm going to do one of my prouds. Because I have many prouds. That one I did there. Let's do this one. Okay, we are lucky number 7. How much money do I have right now? 94. Not going to bother buying anything yet. It's mostly what I want are going to be ethers so I can restore. I don't have cure yet, but I'll get it soon enough. Sora does a good job of leaping to attack here. Very good movement, as I say. The flow motion is decent enough to use without being way OP like
Sora,
it is in
is there a reason you guys are visiting?
DDD.
I'm guessing it's not just for the cheese and olives.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like somebody forgot.
They're still taking it very easy
I
while the
just
city's
took
on
my
fire.
time remembering. Herc, I came here so I could ask you something.
Ask me?
Yeah. Do you remember the last time we were together? You were feeling down and out. How'd you get your strength back? When you jumped in and saved Meg?
Huh. That's tough. All I know is that she was in trouble. Suddenly, I wanted to save her with all my heart, but it's not like I could tell you how.
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
All my strength is gone from me, too.
Although it's not the same.
That's
He
why
was
I
just
need
being
you.
a
Because I
whiner,
was
really.
hoping you might have a solution
Sora
or
got his
something.
power sucked out.
I'm sorry, Sora.
That we got previews of in the demo, aka Fragmentary Passage.
Let's talk later.
Right. Once we've dealt with these guys. Yeah! Yeah! Take this! Back off! See ya! Yeah! Back off! Yeah!
Good job with the lizards, Donald. Oh, MP haste for Donald. I need to double check his abilities and put them on. Pretty rough in the first world is always getting your abilities, but once we get shot lock in our forms, if things get really
Hercules!
tough, I can just go into the ultimate power.
You're okay.
Meg!
Now, as I talked about in the Fragmentary
Boy, that didn't look
Passage,
so fun.
No,
with Mickey
Not with the
Mouse's
Heartless involved.
voice actor dying in
just lucky our
2009,
friend
Leonard
showed up.
Nimoy passing away a couple
Well,
years ago.
what do you know?
And Japan's side,
Sora,
the
Donald,
voice actor
Goofy.
who was there
Guess
for
I
their
owe you a
dub
big
of
thank
Phil,
you.
you know,
Meg,
was
you
a
need to
very
stay
famous
someplace safe.
Japanese voice
We'll
actor.
search the city
and
and make sure everyone manages to get
so
clear
when
of
he
the
passed
fire.
away, they didn't
Be
feel it was
careful,
right to replace him with
Wonder
anything,
Boy.
which is why Phil gets a
I will.
cameo, because they have to show he's there.
So,
You know,
you
they
guys
couldn't
in?
write him out of the whole
Of
story,
course
but
we're in.
they didn't want to
Break a leg then.
Phil, you know, I'm
Heroes.
doing Slayers now.
Phil,
Philoctetes,
you should go with
I guess
Meg.
is his name. Yeah.
You gotta keep her safe.
Help! Is anyone there?
Hey, I hear a
Yeah,
voice.
Ichiro Sagai is his name.
From which way?
Over
Ichiro
that way.
Nagai. Pardon me. Or Nagai Ichiro. Ah, same birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's funny. 1 in 366 chance.
Hey!
Technically a little better than that. It would
Oh,
actually
no.
be 365.
There's a little girl caught in the fire.
Let's go!
Wait, running's too slow.
Then what's the other choice?
Huh. Get on that.
Bro!
Hope so.
Like this?
That's good. Now hold on tight.
Whoa!
I really like how they've improved the
Maybe we
movement over
should-
time, along with the
I
graphics.
don't
This
think
game
this
is
is a
so
good
gorgeous.
idea.
It really does live up to the time frame, I think, graphic-wise. I think that some of the super intense HG looks a little weird for the cartoony thing, but they do a really good job of melding the cartoon with the CGI effect there without making it look too bad.
Thank you for
But
saving me.
it was so
Yeah.
violent
no
and
prob.
scary that they had to censor the actual saving of the child.
better
I
check
don't know,
and see
not
if
really,
anyone
but
else
I mean,
needs
why
us.
it doesn't show? It just throws him. Whee!
Well, if it isn't Sora and the King's Pawns.
Huh?
It's pretty hilarious
Maleficent,
that in
Pete,
both DDD,
are you the reason the
in
Heartless are
Kingdom
here?
Hearts 2,
Certainly
DDD, and Kingdom Hearts 3, basically, if
Say,
you
Maleficent,
are speedrunning and
I
skip the
don't know about
cutscenes,
his
you don't even know
sidekicks,
Maleficent's in
but
them.
Kid Key
And with the
Blader
latter
here
two,
looks
you don't know
way
Pete's in
putier
them
than the
either.
last
Pete's
time
a
we saw
villain
him.
for a short period of
I
time
say
in
we finish him
several
off while
fights in
we
the early
still
game in
can.
Kingdom Hearts.
Waste no
do.
time with the boy.
But
He's
that's it.
inconsequential. We have a far more pressing
Well, technically
matter
you
to
do fight
attend
Pete
to.
in the Musketeer land, but it's not the real Pete, not the same Pete. So.
Oh, we got to find that black box.
Be silent, you fool!
Yeah.
Mm.
As for you three, we shall meet again. when I have time for such trifles.
Yeah, and you's better get your act together before then. Later, twerps.
Wait! It's fine. I can take it.
I can take getting insulted by the bad guys because I don't have any
Gosh, it
power
sure
left.
don't sound like it. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
Did Pete saying mean things
It's fine.
bother
I
you?
can take it.
You're gonna get stronger.
We know you. You can take it.
Don't say that!
Oh, I just said what he said.
I can take it.
Okay, first of all, you have a map.
Yeah!
I'm still used to pressing X. Hopefully by the time we get through this game, I'll get used to the triangle again. I'm also going to try not to auto-save too much. I want to gather up some money, though, places. Not going to be gathering too much food. Well, maybe I will, just so I can show off human cooking. Ow. Yep, too much damage. I hate equipping potions, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to rely on... This is one of the reasons why I turned on HP+, so it limits the number of stupid one-shots I get. And also will help me be able to do the data org fights, which otherwise would be nearly impossible for me on crit mode. Once we get there. That's going to be a while. Oh dear. Burning effect is rough. Because of this strength accessory I have, plus the power of my Keyblade, which has a very insane strength stat, I do a lot of Keyblade damage to these guys. Is my mana back yet? It wasn't like this last time I did this on crit. I'm glad that retry is the default option too. The previous retries in the series, that's another thing that really sets this apart from one of the small things that I think give it an edge over Kingdom Hearts 2 is the retry function, and it works properly. It was flawed before. It was introduced in BBS, and it was great to be able to retry, but continue was the default option. So if you were mashing too hard, you'd lose that progress if you were in like a multi-boss fight. And in DDD, I ranted at length about how stupid that was, that the wonderful, wonderful retry function, for whatever reason, they decided that it should... Ooh, treasure magnet. That's good. Being able to cancel attacks into guard really quick, I need to get better at it since you can do that in this game. It's powerful as well. There we go. Now I'm going to be trying speedrun strats for this.
Now what are we gonna do?
Because I'm dumb and they're fun. There's one area where they use it, another area where they don't. I think this is the one where they use it. But it's a pretty interesting little
Fellas,
thing.
I just got a crazy idea.
I say it isn't as bad as
The
DDD
shield!
with being able to get anywhere, but there is a pretty interesting movement tech you can do. You don't actually take damage, I don't believe, so let's see.
It's into the frying pan and over the fire.
Speaking of frying pan, I do have that. I'll have to show it off. I'm going to eventually show off all of my keyblades.
Yeah.
Gather up a bit of food. There's... I thought there was a chest here, too, that they almost let you skip.
Yeah.
That's just mana. Guess not. No chest. Okay. Oops, did it wrong. As usual. Which means I'm just wasting time. There we go. There's a chest. Again, X, triangle. Potion! Which I ought to put on, I like putting potions on Donald and Goofy and letting them help to heal me. Let's see. I think there's something down here worth getting. Ether! I finally have an ether. Fire is very OP in this. You can't use it against the fire guys, of course. That's what they give you water for, is them specifically, but... Those fire guys are extremely dangerous, too. The rest of these guys aren't generally too bad.
It's over. It's over.
It switches targets so quickly, too. These are fun. They're not quite as good as the limits in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's one of the things that you could definitely say that makes Kingdom Hearts 2 great, and the main reason why it's 1B rather than, you know, just actually number 2. Clearly second best, even to me who loves this combat, is that the amount of things that you can do combat-wise in Kingdom Hearts 2 are great. Its drive gauges are drive forms are the best. You can also use the summons, which in my mind get overshadowed a lot, but they really are powerful and good too. And they are fun to use on occasion. For a couple of various things you can do with them. And, oh yeah, I can't super jump yet, so I have to get up there other ways. Let's see, where's a wall I can... Just have to make sure there are no chests there either. I'm not going to go for like 100% completion. See, you can fly pretty darn well. Oh, was I just here? Okay. I'm silly. Oh no, that was where I was, but okay, that was nothing. Alright, so yeah, I'm wasting time. Whatever, let's move on. Now let's see if I can do it. Nope, touch that thing. If you put on Flame Protect, you can also get through here without a problem. I skipped that cutscene, I think, accidentally. There's supposed to be something destroyed right there, if I recall correctly.
It's over. Take this.
Food, food, food.
Thanks, kid.
Alright. Let's do some abilities and customizing. I've got 3 points, and I need to get Treasure Magnet, unfortunately. Oh, I've got a combo plus 2, and I can't get that. Gonna need to find me some AP ups, so I can start equipping some of these abilities. I might have to turn on infinite AP. I love infinite AP. Okay, let's turn off Arrow. Arrow isn't that great, especially at the moment. I'm surprised he has it already. Those are fine. Okay, so I have an ether, haven't gotten an armor yet. That's what I need to buy to give me some defense. Soldier's Earring gives me defender. Yeah, still no accessories and stuff. He has a potion. Let's auto reload those. I'll let them use up the potions. I don't care. Keep me alive. Especially since I don't have any healing of my own right now. I could put on potions, but I'd much rather use ethers if I'm going to use anything. Lots of money out of the harp. I don't know why, but you do.
Someone help! Where did all these monsters come from? Hercules! Where are you?
Hercules is the only hero in this version
no.
of Greece.
Help
And
is on
he's
the
so well
way.
known, everybody just screams for Hercules. Who cares about anybody
We'll
else?
put these hotheads out.
Hang on up there.
Huh? Who are you three? Where is Hercules?
That almost sounds like Wendy Lee. I wonder if it is.
He was too.
Wendy Lee, who does voices and everything.
Stream. It's over. Back off.
Yeah, magic. I'm glad I turned on the more team commands right now because, boom. Good job, Donald. Donald's being useful. They really do seem to be a lot more useful in this game too, and you can customize them even more into like turning Donald into a pure machine very easily and stuff like that.
Thank you. You're so kind. Keep training, and one day you'll be great heroes, just like Hercules.
We've saved, the entirety of the world,
Keep
as they call the
training.
universe.
Is it that obvious?
But one day we'll be as good as
Hey.
Hercules.
Well, I think we all have a ways to go, but we'll get there together.
Yeah, we will.
Go.
All right. Oh. I almost totally forgot about going this way. You don't need to do this, actually. But it's fun. I mean, you can jump over the wall, actually, to get in here as well. I've seen that done. I might not be able to with my movement at this point, though. I can't remember, but I think there is a way. Not worth worrying about, though. Magic ring. That is too powerful for that, but I can put that on Donald for now. Combo Master plus all of these attacks I get make it, again, this is something you can do with critical largely. Make it so easy to around that. One of the other things I did, and the main reason I really decided to do critical rather than a setting where I could easily get through everything, was because of the attraction, turning off attractions ability. Okay, gotta get out of there.
It's over.
I know what to do.
Yeah, limits. That was the other great thing in Kingdom Hearts 2. The limit abilities are better than the links in this game, at least for fun. They're not as powerful. The links in this game are way OP, but limits were a little bit more flexible, especially since you could cast, use up most of your mana, and then finish with the link. And then use Drive Form to quickly refill your mana. Can't do the same thing here, of course. One of the biggest problems with Remind and some of the recent patches, one of the other things too that I have to remember is that this is not a finished product, Kingdom Hearts, or I guess original product, is what we call it. Because there were definitely some control things that they did badly with that they've since fixed. They haven't fixed everything, but before you could only lock on things if you were facing them, which was insane because it wasn't like that in any of the other Kingdom Hearts. Now, it locks on properly like regular old Kingdom Hearts games did, but before it didn't. You had to face the guy in order to lock onto them, which made a lot of the boss fights a lot more challenging. You had to track them, but nobody liked it. Even the, big time hardcore difficulty speedrunners like the two Biscuits who love level 1 crit stuff. It's just so bad to not be able to do a lock on. But with that fixed, that's a major thing. The manner of his attacks in this game, once again, feel a lot better for taking out shadows. Trying to fight shadows in regular game. So there's not as nearly as big of a focus on doing like air combos versus ground. At least for me, I don't see a huge amount of difference.
Thank you.
Another ether. Next time we get to a Moogle place, I'll be able to buy some armor. We're just gonna take the sled.
Ready? Here goes! Oh. Ready? Here goes!
Since I was utterly failing to do the Sora fly.
It's over! Back off! Go long! Take this!
Easy peasy.
Oh! Oh! Herc!
Sora!
Now I'm finally going to get form change, and so this is going to be easy and fun. Form change, especially with like all three of these Keyblades are actually really powerful form-wise.
Huh? More Heartless!
You take them. We need to save these people.
I'll be showing off these other two Keyblades later,
Herc, can you hold the building?
but we're going to be sticking to Ultimate Weapon for most of the
problem.
game.
Donald, Goofy, we gotta do this quick!
I really love, here comes the explanation for Grand Magic Form Changes Situation Commands.
Go get him! Back off, there!
But it goes into a cutscene and then cinematically swivels around. Because of using Unreal 4 engine, they're able to integrate cutscenes into the regular game world, rather than having a cutscene world and then a... Whoops, wrong one. Oh well. But, and it just feels very nice the way it swivels the camera around to begin the combat rather than blacking out and then loading up the combat there. It's just one of the little things that is really nice about this game.
Are you guys alright? You need to get to safety!
Hurry!
Go! Quickly!
He'll be fine. He's Hercules. It almost for a second feels in this part like the ground's going to give way underneath them or something. Especially the particularly broken ground they're standing on. All the cracks in it. But the shaking almost seems like that's going to be a the next adventurous aftermath. But it feels all poignant for like 5 seconds, and then Herc's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm a little dusty. Shower will take care of this, no problem.
Oh, you scared us.
It's nothing. That's what these are for.
The guns. Look at my guns.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Full marks.
Go away!
No organization.
They're still doing the flex.
You're Zigbar.
All this altruism is giving me the warm and fuzzies. So then, does having a heart of light come with an extremely good insurance policy?
Just say what you mean.
Oh, but I did, though. No good will ever come from putting other people first.
I was able to save Meg's life because I was ready to risk my own.
Because you've got friends in high places, you mean? Tricks like that don't fly for your average Joe.
What do you know? You weren't even there. If you were, you'd admire Herc's courage.
I don't admire one guy leaping into danger if it means someone else might have to jump in to save him. You're all just lining up to lose out. Dooming others to take the fall with you. Oh, and you can spare me the usual party line. Yes, hearts are powerful when they're connected. But if you put too much of that power in one place, some of those hearts might end up breaking. Still, Sora, that doesn't mean you should change. Accept the power you're given. Find the hearts joined to yours.
Why would I ever take advice from you?
As if. You don't have any choice but to follow this sweet little trail of breadcrumbs. And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner. You're so close!
Hearts breaking? Whose hearts?
Sora, don't let him bother you. He's just trying to get under your skin because he thinks he can. But we'll prove him wrong. We'll show him that our sacrifices haven't been for nothing.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Besides, we're already proof enough.
We're a team! When we're together, we can do anything!
Yeah.
Zigbar's always been one of my favorite members of the organization. Just his snide attitude is extremely villainous.
What reward?
Quite a bit different than the Lucio we saw talking to the Master of Masters. Although similar to Master of Masters himself, I guess. I'm glad those are easy to pick up. I'm also glad that right now, at least, they don't tell me about the ingredients. We're gonna hear a lot of that throughout the game, though, of course. Big guy. Attractions. Not that we're going to get them.
Here we go!
Because I've turned off attractions, we aren't going to get it. Normally we would here.
There!
Instead, I'm just going to have to rely on my form.
It's over! I know what Blades! Go get him!
Ooh, Lucky Strike. Nice. Gets it early. I forgot how early he got it. Need to grab that. Even if I have to sacrifice a lot of abilities. There they are again.
Nice job, Wonder Boy. We checked the whole area. It looks like everyone's safe.
That's great. We did what we could.
You heroes have been busy little bees. Oh, look. More trouble.
Mount Olympus.
It's Hades.
Herc, let's go!
Right.
I love the fact that you can store your form changes. All right. Going to go ahead and end this one here. 40 minutes has been long enough, and then we'll do Mount Olympus as the next episode.